Brodes Media.
What do you know? The team falls flat in another game one of a series. It's what they do. It's who they are. That final game against Seattle meant diddly fucking squat. You lose 5-3 to LA. And I thought Rob Thomson was a disgrace. Now, let me be very clear. Trey Turner sucked. Bryce Harper with 3 strikeouts again. Brandon Marsh was not lovely. So there were plenty of reasons why, from a pure baseball level, why things went wrong. With that said, one thing that I've been consistently screaming about is the lack of urgency. Rob is not a fiery guy, but you do have bullets in the chamber. There are times when it's worth it to maybe be a bit outrageous to try and inspire the group. You have to know when those pockets in the season pop up. Rob did exactly what all these hitters do on the club right now. He struck out. Forget the 9th inning. We'll get to that in a second. Not pinch hitting JT Realmuto for Garrett Stubbs is a disgrace. That is managing 101. How you go down with your life on the line with a 188 hitter. Not that JT Realmuto has been great since coming back from his injury, but it's about putting your team in the best position possible. The best position possible between JT and Stubbs is JT. And they're so afraid to put him back out there because they want to give him a full day off, yet he's about to catch 9 innings today, 9 innings tomorrow. You can't ask him to give you 1 at-bat after Nick Castellanos gets you a single to lead off the 9th. The part that's terrible about it is I had to watch Stott, of all people, first pitch swing, nothing. Followed by Austin Hayes, first pitch swing, nothing. And then Stubbs says, why not? Why not? Let's add on to this whole first pitch swinging disaster. I'll do the same thing. Dude, if you're Rob Thomson, that needs to be a team meeting at the hotel that night. And bring that 9th inning up on the film and say, yo, never again. Never again. I know for a damn fact he's not doing that, but he should. But anyway, that's not even number 1 on my list. The inability to realize how to manage from a basic level. Where I think he really lost his mind was when he stayed in the dugout picking his nose in the 8th inning. Let me run this through. All right. It's the 8th inning in a 1-run game. The score is 4-3 at the time. Kyle Schwarber and Alec Boehm both are on. 1-run game. Brandon Marsh works a 3-1 count. Good job, Marshy. Here comes the pitch. High. Starts to undo all of his equipment. Good job. Load the bases up for Nick Castellanos. That's what we need. Your best hitter right now up at the plate with the game on the line and bases loaded. You heard me correctly. I said your best hitter at the time, which is sad. And it tells you how brutal this offense has become. Oh, wait, what? Huh? You're telling me the pitch that was 5 feet high was called a strike? So Marsh didn't walk? So you missed out on that chance for Nick to be at the plate? Rob, that's your cue. I want to see spit flying. I want to see your face red as hell. I want to see dirt in the air. The ump robbed your team of potential life when you're spiraling out of control. If that's not when you are willing to push a button and to get uncharacteristic, to try to inspire, to try to add fuel to the bunch, then when is? Come on, Rob. When is? I'll tell you for free. Right then and there. You can't stay quiet. You can't allow for that to happen. Your team is playing flat every single time they go to the park, especially in game ones. And you, Rob, were the one to tell the team we have to improve in that area. And since you made those claims, they haven't been able to at all. Listen to these last 7 series openers. Against the Oakland A's, they lost 6-2 when they scored first. Then against the Pittsburgh Pirates, they lost 8-7 with 2 3-run leads. They lost to the Twins 7-2, and they scored the first 2 runs. So Minnesota answers with 7 unanswered. They lost to Cleveland 3-1. They lost to the Yankees 14-4. They lost to the Mariners 10-2. And then they lost to the Dodgers 5-3 after scoring the first 2 runs. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Now, let's listen to Nick Castellanos' postgame because he had some thoughts that made me scratch my head. Take a listen.
I think we're grinding right now. Yeah. You know, like I think that we're just in a funk. And, you know, but I will say, like, our dugout was very good today. You know, all our attention, I think, was more on the field than it was on our iPads. You know, I think that we were more in the competition again. I mean, it was a good baseball game, right? A couple things here, a couple things there, and it changes. But I feel like they beat us today. We didn't beat ourselves. We didn't lose, right? Like we played a good baseball game. We also have to realize that that's a good baseball team over there.
All right, so many things, and I'm really annoyed by all of them, quite frankly. So I want you to be more in the iPads. I don't want you to be less in the iPads. I need you to be more in the iPads because you guys don't know what the hell you're doing at the plate. I want you to study how pathetic you look in the 9th inning. I want you to see how embarrassing it is in the 6th when you got a couple guys on. You only score 1 run, and it's now 4-3. You should have tied that ball game up at least, at the minimum, tie it up 4-4. But you let the Dodgers escape still holding on to a 1-run lead, and that was enough. Until, of course, Shohei Ohtani gives the added insurance run, and now it's 5-3. And then, of course, you were never going to come back from that because 1-run deficit is scary enough. You know, I mean, to get 1 run across the board is nearly impossible, let alone 2, and if not 3, to actually steal it before extra innings would nearly be the tallest ask you could ever ask ever in the history of baseball right now. I feel like the Chicago White Sox. Truly, there's a meme going around of someone saying, please, just win 1, please. I mean, they basically are on, what, like a 21-game losing skid? That's what this feels like. It's a disgrace. But hearing Nick, the problem with this team is what I keep hearing from the manager and the entire clubhouse is, we're too talented for this to continue. And when he goes, like, this is baseball, we're just in a funk right now, unless you actually admit to yourself we have a problem, then this is going to continue. There's no urgency. They don't believe that there's a problem. They just keep trotting it out. And now the bar is set so low that Nick feels at least we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot and the Dodgers beat us. We didn't really play poorly. It's just the other team beat us. What? You guys are supposed to be one of the best teams in baseball, all right? The best team in the National League. That's what you're supposed to be. And you're telling me now you have all sorts of what do they call that? They say it's a moral victory that you didn't shoot yourself in the foot for this loss? Which, first off, I don't even believe. They're delusional.